Guys, how is it going? I want to say what's up right now to LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Let's switch the mic. Mic's about to get better, guys.
March 3.
Mike is better. Christine Narro, our newest Latinos in Clinical Research brand ambassador. Thank you so much for being on. Let me go live on Instagram right now. And you guys right now on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, get your questions in. And Monica's here. Actually, Monica's here. Monica, let's scoot. There we go. So Christine Narro says hello. We love having Christine Narro as our brand ambassador in research. I already know that she's going to do an amazing job. And
she already started.
Already started. So here we go. Let me know in the audio what you guys think of the audio. Can you hear in the audio on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube? Can you hear? On Instagram, we're just getting started. So I had an interesting conversation today, Monica, about patient retention. We'll talk when you get back. You guys let me know where you're watching from and what's going on this Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, wherever you might be. Gazelle, I can't wait for tomorrow. You're going to be motivating our CRA Academy students. I can't wait. I'm going to be on as well, so I'll introduce you. And it's going to be amazing time for the students. So we say, okay, so somebody else says, hey, go, Christine. Go get them, Christine. Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to be interviewing Monica. Ooh, database lock at home. That'll be fun. So you're doing database lock at home. That's amazing. Matter of fact, you can motivate our students tomorrow and let them know, hey, why is it so difficult to be a CRA? Why can't people just become CRAs? Why does that happen? And because, I mean, they hear from me enough. They need to hear from somebody else. I can hear you from Connecticut. Thank you, Taryn. And Marlene's from Raleigh. I learned how to pronounce it right. It's Raleigh, North Carolina. Actually, my brother's wedding was there back in 2011. Detroit, Michigan. Black women in clinical research here showing support from Texas. We love Black women in clinical research. Callie Rock, how's it going? Dolores Jane, how's it going? Shifa Shoeb, how's it going? How's the audio on this Instagram, by the way? Can you guys hear me? We're going to go live on Latinos in Clinical Research too when Monica gets here, just so that we go live for this as well. Monica, I had a long conversation today with Site and how they specialize in patient retention. Okay. And here's the thing here's why retention is important, guys. We don't talk about this too much. Of course, it sounds good to say, hey, we have patient retention. That's fine. Why is it important? Because the FDA wants long-term data. Okay. I, as a stock investor, I know all too well. This is why this computer's this way. I know all too well, as an occasional biotech stock investor, why these studies are important. Because if you have too many dropouts in a study, the FDA will request another study. Exactly. So they want to prove the drug. So you think these sponsors want to waste time? No, they don't. And can you hear Monica as well? They say our audio is amazing.
Oh, Monica. Great. Then
they say the audio is amazing. Okay, let's go live on Latinos in Clinical Research. Let's see. Live. So if anybody wants to, just go on Latinos in Clinical Research too. Monica's gonna, the camera will face her. If you want, this is like football. If you want like the fan cam, if you want Monica, go on Latino. If you want Dan, go on Dan. Hello, Dan. Great to see you live for the first time. We need to connect offline. Sure. Great to see you live as well. Cleveland, Ohio in the house. Orlando, Florida in the house. Somebody on Instagram says I have an interview coming up for the post of editorial assistant at Jove. What's Jove? Explain in the comment what's Jove. I've never heard. Silver Spring, Maryland in the house. Very close to the FDA. Hello, Dan. Good afternoon. So this is why retention is important, guys. When sponsors ask sites, Isio Mela says, hi, Monica, left you a couple messages. Monica's going to get back to you. She's the queen of getting back to people. Okay. So this is why retention is important. The FDA, if they have too many dropouts in a study, especially a long-term study, they're going to say this is not enough data for us to make a decision. So go back and redo the study. And that's all that. I mean, they can maybe use the efficacy, maybe they can use some of the short-term stuff, but the long-term stuff, they can't do anything about it, right? So they have to spend more money, probably bring on more sites. So this is why sponsors sometimes are so particular about, well, what is your retention strategy? And I talked to a pediatric clinic. They do different kind of studies, but they do pediatric. And they said the patients keep coming back to them because the kids love going to their appointment. Because kids, when it's pediatric, kids think, well, they don't want to go to the doctor. But this site makes it to where the kids want to go. They play games with them. They entertain them. It's like a VIP experience. Same thing with adults, okay? I know we're doing medical, and we need to think of ourselves as a medical practice because oftentimes we are. But we also need to pay attention to patient centricity, and we need to have like a spa, more of a spa treatment. Like Monica does this is why I wanted to have you on for this topic, because you do a very good job with our pay. You give them the spa experience, even when we don't have a big budget. You give them the spa experience. How do you do it, Monica?
I think the key is to treat the patients as people, as humans, and not as numbers. So not just like any other clinic that the patients go and they just one number more for the clinic. We create that connection with the patients, and the patients keep coming. The same. We have patients that were in the studies for 5 years without dropping.
You see,
we haven't got probably.
And sponsors love us for those studies, right? Retention is key. They'd rather have sites that enroll just a few number of patients that they all complete or get close to the end as possible than a high enrolling site where everybody drops out.
Exactly. That's why some places they have many patients, but they treat them as numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the main thing. People wants to be treated as humans, and especially if you're sick and you're being a voluntary for something.
So that means patient concierge, like you're bringing them food.
We do.
You're giving them breakfast if it's morning. You're giving them lunch. You get them whatever they want.
Yeah, we treat them quite well. We understand, for example, patients, if they come in the morning and we know they're going to be here by the lunchtime, why not bringing them lunch? Plus, the sponsors usually pay for that too. So it's not like you're spending extra money. But if you do, it's part of your business. So it's convenient too, and then you're doing the right thing because you're providing great data.
Now, on Instagram asks, what's your experience with regulatory bodies? As a CRA, how do you answer the question? So there's a couple. There's the FDA. It's the only regulatory body, unless you're in a different country, then it's EMA or whatever the case may be. But it's the FDA, and there's like IRBs, which are considered, IRBs are not really regulatory, they're ethical committees. So really, when they're asking you this question, they're asking you about the FDA or about maybe some state issues like licensing for labs and things like that from the state and federal level. So as a CRA, how do you answer that question is, what's the first umbrella? It's GCP, good clinical practice. As long as you're following good clinical practice, no regulatory body is going to have a problem with you. But this sounds like an interview question where they're trying to scare somebody who doesn't really know what they're doing.
That's actually a great question.
Yeah, I mean, it's a question that sounds like it has a long answer, and it's really just how do you deal with the FDA as a CRA?
Look at that question.
Hello, Thanks for your time doing. Oh, we got one on Latinos? No, nobody. Hey, Latinos.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, we got a question?
Latinos.
Yeah, but ask questions, guys. And come on Latinos. Share, like, ask questions. We need more people on Latinos in clinical research to see this. Same thing on Instagram. Put the hearts on here on my Dan Sfera. And then on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, throw those thumbs up, throw those hearts out. Put your questions and comments through. Somebody says so true to my answer. I know. Hello, Dan. Thanks for your time doing this. Why clinical research industry takes so much time to embrace changes? I don't know. We'll let Monica go at that one first.
Wow.
I don't know. I got a lot of answers. Don't get me started, guys. Don't get me started. It's a very stress-free Wednesday.
I think sometimes it's because it's convenient just to embrace a change because the industry has so much regulations. So it will have to change many things after embracing something new.
The biggest thing is the regulation. I don't know if I think that's a good thing though. We need to be safe. You want the real answer is going to make a lot of people mad. I think it's the big CROs have gotten too powerful, and CROs are the ones running the show when it comes to doing studies, especially when the sponsors kind of everything to them. So the mid-sized sponsors, smaller sponsors, and the CROs are very rigid, and they are running. They have to concern themselves with profit margins. So for them to embrace new change means potentially decreasing their profit margin. There's a lot of thought leaders in this space. They won't say it as point blank as I just did, but I think the big CRO have done a lot of good for the industry, a lot. But I think they've gotten so big now. By the way, today, Icon just bought PRA. So now they got even bigger.
Wow.
Yeah. Did anyone know that? Comment if you knew that.
I didn't.
Heart if you knew that. Heart if you didn't know that. Comment if you didn't know that. Like if you did know that. Just whatever you did, just like, comment, heart, and share. To persuade parents to have their children participate in trials. Many thanks in your contributions. Yeah, so here's the thing with pediatric trials. You've already convinced the patients if the patient is at screening. We're talking about retention. How do you keep the patient in? And parents are not going to bring their kid to the research clinic if the kid doesn't want to go.
Especially those kind of studies or mental health like ours.
Yeah. Especially in studies where the kid gets better and then the parents say, well, we don't want to go anymore. The kid doesn't even want to go, but they're better, so thank you. Well, you still need that long-term data, right? So how do you keep retention?
But I think you also need to educate your patients about the safety issues. So in this case, for example, for patients like pediatric patients, you want to teach or educate the parents about the safety or keep bringing the patient until the end. And the same thing for patients like CNS patients. Because sometimes, and actually in general, people just, when they start feeling better, they just stop treatments and they just like, okay, that's it.
That's right.
I got better. I'm cured.
Inquisitive Christine is all over the place. Hi, Christine. We didn't even start talking about Clubhouse yet. Wait till that becomes a topic. Every Friday night, 5 p.m. Pacific time. You're going to be on this Friday?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Monica's going to be on. We had the entire contingency of Black women in clinical research on last Friday. It was amazing. A lot of networking. So that's my answer. Why clinical research takes so much time to embrace changes. I'm actually going to do a video. I just did a video on ARC-G, so with Kathy Wood, and it's a holding company for genomics, life sciences. But you know what? The one that they hold?
CRISPRs.
Yeah, but you know which one surprised me that they hold? Well, it doesn't surprise me, but it's showing me that other people understand how big this is. Innovation and research. Viva. They own Viva.
Oh, yeah. Viva.
Yeah.
I love Viva. I keep on telling the students to go and watch the demo because it's really good. It's really nice platform.
Somebody said regarding regulatory bodies, United States government, unless they want something like COVID. That's right. That's right. Didn't think it was out to the public yet. Which one? Which one's out to the public yet? ArcG? What's out to the public? Oh, Icon and Icon bought PRA. Of course it's out to the public. Or maybe I just like in the know. I don't know.
You just made it public.
All right, we made it public. No, I saw it on LinkedIn. I saw it on LinkedIn today. It's not me. I would love to take credit for that, but it wasn't me. But the big just get bigger, guys. I sent you a message through Instagram regarding CCRP. Very good. Certified Clinical Research Professional. Here's the thing. You can't even take that test until you have at least 2 years of experience in the industry. If you do, I think it's a good way to propel your career forward. If you want to be a career, like a journeyman, it does you no good if you're like entrepreneur or want to start a site. Maybe it does, but that's not a priority at the beginning. And it does you no good. You can't even take that CCRP, ACRP, any of those things when you're just starting out in research. But if you're already in and you want to expand your career, go ahead and take that. I hear it's kind of tough. I hear it's tough. Maybe buy the book, The Comprehensive Guide to Clinical Research. Watch these live streams. Listen to the podcast. I don't know where else. Clubhouse. Get on Clubhouse every Friday night with my mixer. But get on Clubhouse whenever you can. Christine Narro, she's got all the Clubhouse. She's the host of the room, right? Mm-hmm. She's got all the invites. I don't know how many invites she's done. So Moonlight says, much appreciated for your answer, fan from Paris.
Ooh.
Ah, oui. Is CRA job harsh in USA too? Yes. I've seen CRAs in tears at my sites.
Oh, yeah, I have to.
Oh, you have to?
Yeah.
Separately from me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Explain your story of this CRA.
Oh, well, she was.
We like hearing sub stories.
Super overwhelmed all the time. I think it's because obviously it's like attention to the kind of work mm-hmm. and it's tough as it is. But sometimes the CRAs probably can be harsh on themselves and want to make it even more more detailed. So I think that was her problem. And I saw her cry many times.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I've seen it. I laugh not because of this person crying. I laugh because I've seen this myself too. Separate people. Like, it's just people out here who have never been a CRA and think that, first of all, they think they can lie and get hired and not get caught when you don't know the first thing about you doing your job. Like, even people who know what they're doing end up in tears sometimes.
Yeah, this person was an expert, but it was a lot of, she was overwhelmed.
Oh, they said a Latinos video. What is this? We gotta keep the machine going. We gotta keep we need the algorithms back. There we go. We got the hearts. Guys, don't worry. Fear not. Okay. We've got the live stream set up. This is how we got it set up here in the office for those of you on Instagram. So Lisa. Let me know. PT Scrub says, what? Viva? Viva is one of the most innovative companies in research. I think they're going to become one of the most important players. I'm going to do an entire video on them as a stock. I don't know them as a company. Like, I've talked to a few people from them in the past. They've never sponsored videos or anything like that. I get nothing out of it. But I've been doing stocks, and I think Viva is a good one to talk about. Mm. I think it is, but it might be too early for me to do that one yet. Still, I'll do it later. There's so many biotechs still, but just for you guys in the know, this is the benefit of being on the live stream. They're here. Korea, too many CRAs quit their jobs in less than 1 to 2 years.
Yeah.
PRA and Icon. I think Icon bought PRA. Christine dropping diamonds. Waiting for an invite. There you go. Elisa Rodell Waller-Bridge on YouTube is saying she wants an invite.
For the Clubhouse?
Clubhouse, yeah. And then crying or lying. Crying with tears.
Crying, yeah.
We don't see too many CRAs. Well, I'm sure they lie too, but they don't lie to do their jobs. They don't. CRAs don't lie. Well, I've had one CRA that came to the site and always left within an hour and signed the log, and then he got fired within 6 months.
Yeah, I saw some I saw one CRA that didn't really know what he was doing.
How could you tell? Let's explain to these people. How you give them details.
Even in the site you can notice, because there are things that are basic that they should know. For example, let's say that the patient needs to have source documents to begin with.
How did they not know that? What did they?
So
how did you know as a coordinator that this CRA was not experienced?
Because when I brought the source documents, this CRA didn't even mention anything. It was not even my site. I was giving somebody how you say consulting. Okay. And when I saw that this person was checking those source documents that had like some source documents, but not the ones that you create at the site, so it has not much information, and that person didn't even mention anything, and I'm just like,
So you can tell.
Oh yeah, I think totally 100%. You can tell when the CRA is not doesn't know what they are doing. 100%.
There you guys go. Hi, started early. Very good. Very early. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, good night, depending where you're on the world, and 2 basketballs. We gotta love it. The randomness of those comments is never gets old. So retention, starting clinics. We kind of talked about certifications. CRC Academy, how's that going?
Oh, great.
Whenever I interview you, I gotta ask about CRC Academy.
The CRC Academy is going great. We have many students. We have many opportunities for the students. We keep on receiving job opportunities. And also a lot of students for professionals out there that want to join the industry. We're here for you.
Somebody says, I was a senior CRA for a German CRO for 2 years. Then the company filed for insolvency last year due to COVID. Been out of a job for 8 months. You know, the industry's gotten busy. I mean, I would put your CV out there and go W-2, or in Germany, it's probably not W-2, but go like full-time employee or whatever the equivalent is of independent contractor, which in the United States is 1099. Put your resume out there, people. And look, here's a secret that people don't realize. I just discovered this last week. Now that we're reviewing all these biotech companies on the circle, and then we review like 3 to 4 per week on that one, and then I'll find one I really like, and I'll do my own video on it on my channel. You know what I've noticed is that these small companies, the smaller the company, the more likely you're going to find the contact on clinicaltrials.gov, and it's usually a very high-level person.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it's the founder.
Yeah, we found that, I think, in the
we've seen that, right?
Yeah.
So imagine that you're watching or you're looking at one of these biotech stocks that I'm reviewing, and then you're like, wow, they're going to start a phase 2 study, and they don't seem to... Sorry, I got a phone call, guys. It's busy. You got to hit decline. Hit decline fast. Got a... so what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So you watch one of the biotech stocks, and then you say, okay, well, this small company is about to do a phase 2 study. Why don't I reach out? I've been a CRA for like 6 years. Maybe somebody's thinking this. I've been an employee CRA for 6 years, and I want to do independent contractor because they get paid more. So maybe I should email, this biotech, and maybe I just keep doing that for every video Dan does on biotechs. Or why wait for Dan? I'll just go on Reddit or Yahoo Finance and look comparable companies.
Yeah.
Like if you go on Yahoo Finance, let's say I'm reviewing the stock KMPH, Kevin, Mary, Paul, Heather. Yahoo Finance is going to show you related stocks. So
That's
there you go. You can spend an entire afternoon doing this if you're out of a job, and that's it.
And don't self-reject.
No.
Okay, that's the first thing that you need to do. Don't self-reject. Just go out there and jump in the pool, because if you don't try, you're not gonna get anything anyways. You have to try.
That's right. Ashley, Margo. Okay, I just got Yogi CRC on Clubhouse. Welcome, Yogi. Welcome, Yogi. Make sure you join our mixers. We got to make these mixers.
Yogi is one of our students at the CRC.
There we go. There we go. What do you think about Yogi? What do you have to say about Yogi, Monica? Since
he's a great student. He's new. He's in the new class, and he is a biotech engineer.
Okay, Yogi, you're welcome. Come on in, experience Clubhouse for yourself, and then on Friday at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, hopefully you can drop by. Myself, Monica, Christine, Narro, Rod, Raphael, maybe this person also. Yeah. Ashley, Margo.
Hi, Ashley. Hi, Nancy.
Margo. Maybe you can join us too and be a co-host. And Nancy did join us last week. And Rosario, who's on Instagram right now, for those watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Rosario Diaz, study coordinator of the decade.
Hola, Rosario.
Study coordinator of the millennium. Rosario Diaz, I'll be seeing you next week. We're going to go live. Rosario hasn't gone live with me yet. Rosario, get ready. Wednesday, we're going live. We're going live on Wednesday. Question from Instagram. Let's go to Instagram and then let's do this. I'm an experienced CRC, but would like to broaden my skills in data analysis, manuscript writing, and research administration. But I like to specialize in health behavior change. Any advice? Depends what kind of site you work at. Are you at a hospital or academic medical center? Because you can probably ask there if they have those positions. If not, you might have to go work at one of those places. Specialize in health behavioral change. I mean, for something like that, you might have to get a master's too, I think, especially at AMCs, because, okay, good. So you're at a hospital. So academic medical centers and research hospitals usually have these positions. Ask them what's the requirements for those positions. Also go to clinicaltrials.gov and look up health behavior change studies. Just search that terms, health behavior change, and email those contacts. Tell them you're passionate about it. They can tell. And maybe you get some networking done that way too. Rosario says, hola. And Rosario has to be spotlighted. Ashley Margo says Rosario has to be spotlighted on Latinos in clinical research. Okay. Rosario, you don't believe me? Because she's on Instagram, she can't see. The people have spoken. It's not me. Okay. Rosario has to be spotlighted on Latinos in clinical research.
Agree.
Said by Margo Ashley. So there you go. All right, Rosario, if you're still there, don't leave. Don't leave. If you're still there, put some hearts and tell me what your thoughts are on this. Forgot this one. Hey, Dan, how to manage quick increase in salary? Working hard to impress managers or change company? Working first, talking to them second, simultaneously putting your resume on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, talking to recruiters, and getting job offers. Nothing makes your managers want to pay you more than a competitor wanting to pay you more. So right now you don't have leverage because they don't like what I heard somebody say this on YouTube in another industry. They were saying, well, my employees ask me for a raise, and then I tell them, well, prove it to me. Make your justification for why you deserve more. Show me like data. So do that. The way you do that is by getting job offers. Or if that's not working, then change company. Simple. Life is short. Life is short. Rosario says yes. She says yes. Thank you, Rosario. Wednesday, be ready. Like, just I'm warning you now. You're gonna go live Wednesday. Okay. So no excuses that you're not ready, because now you know. You get a week, entire week to plan. And we're going to spotlight you for Latinos in clinical research. That would actually be good, because Rosario started as a study coordinator, and now she's a site owner.
And she's such a great professional.
Why?
Because she teach me a lot.
Okay. Wow. She taught the teacher. She taught the teacher. Jeez.
Yeah, Rosario
Rosario's
Carlos.
Rosario's OG. She goes
Yeah.
old school with this.
I have to say thank you to Rosario, Carlos, Dan, and Chris.
Less to me, and less to Chris. Hi, Justice from South Africa. I'm a site management assistant at IQVIA. Would love to work my way up to a CRA role. Will internal CRA courses help me get enough knowledge to start as entry CRA? Yes. Most likely with IQVIA. If you let them know, you're supposed to have a line manager that you talk about your career progression with. So start now. High forward clinical research. So any more questions? Otherwise, we got to go, because I got to talk to Monica about certain things that are important about starting a new location for one of our sites, because the landlord said no, they're not interested in our offer. So we're going to leave it open for like 2 more minutes, unless the questions roll in. Then we'll keep going. But if not, I think this was a good live stream. A good live stream. And Dora just joined Latinos in Clinical Research.
Oh, Christine just got Yogi CRC on Clubhouse.
Yes.
Welcome, Yogi.
Welcome, Yogi. So that's it, guys. We're going to end it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Instagram, so much. Make sure you share. As you can see, maybe put the phone on there so they could see this, okay? Like show here, let's do this. We're going to end this, guys. Okay. You guys share. Let's do it like this on Instagram. It's going to look cool. Share, follow, subscribe. Okay. In that order. And then hit the bell button and hit the comment and smash the hearts and the thumbs. Okay. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a safe rest of the day, and we'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.